Welcome to Star Citizen and a news update. In addition to the new asteroids already implemented in version 3.13, which we'll look at in detail, more detail and above all very interesting information was also provided on the areas of refueling and repair in Calling All Devs, which not only sounds promising but also fit directly into the current developments and the short-term content of the roadmap for Star Citizen. Therefore, we would like to present this news update to you today in a short film, whereby we of course go into all the information, but also directly show visually what effects these upcoming game mechanics can have. Thus, we bring the new asteroids in line with refueling and repairing. For this we have used the only ship available in the game, which is also the most important ship for the refueling mechanics, the MISC Starfarer. On the one hand, it has the ability to extract various fuels from nebulas and gases and store them in its fuel tanks, and on the other hand, it can refuel other ships and effectively defend itself. With the refueling system, in the near future we will be able to refuel our ships away from stations and spaceports and continue our journey. We will also be able to distinguish whether we need quantum fuel or hydrogen fuel, and how much of these materials we want to fill into our tanks. This will also add a further depth of the game, forcing us to plan ahead, while also keeping an eye on our fuel reserves. We will also get to know a separate gameplay loop from the game mechanics, whereby the tanker has an influence on various areas. In addition to the presumably different tanks, which will apparently have different properties, the pressure with which we initiate the refueling process plays a decisive role. Because for refueling we are unprotected for a longer period of time, which can go into the range of minutes. And depending on the pressure on the tanks, this process can be accelerated, which however can also entail the risk of fuel loss or even a devastating explosion. Therefore, skill and experience are also required for refueling. This function is especially necessary for systems such as the upcoming Pyro system, since we have very limited possibilities for refueling here due to the lack of appropriate stations and spaceports. So the refueling system will play an important role in the future. And the repair system will also be implemented in several stages, whereby we will have the possibility to repair our ships and vehicles ourselves. The material used and the tools with which we carry out the repairs will determine how successful these repairs are, and above all, to what degree they are visible. With specialized tools, the repair will be faster, better and less visible than with a multi-tool, which is the lowest level of tools. So, all through we can repair our ship to some extent ourselves and continue flying. We will still need a professional repair at some point, where dedicated repair stations or ships come into play, which in turn need fuel and protection. The game therefore becomes much bigger and deeper with the refueling and repairs. We get the material for these repairs from salvaging, taking apart wrecks and the like, which is also implemented soon, or through purchased material packages at stations and from traders. And we already know scrap as a trade good, which then perhaps doesn't seem to be so useless anymore, whereby we have found the link to trading itself. Incidentally, payment and the refueling process works via the system similar to the docking mechanism implemented in 3.13, whereby we also dock at the tanker and pay via the UI, as well as select the quantities and type of fuel. Extensive changes and improvements to the asteroids already came into play in 3.13. The new asteroids meanwhile have not only undergone visual improvements in the form of different surface textures, the shape size differences and tactical possibilities has also been significantly expanded. And these asteroids do not only offer an optical barrier, With the upcoming scanner update, Asteroids will also affect scanner performance and offer some protection from detection, which is not only an advantage for pirates, as a lone tanker can also seek cover here to avoid being fully exposed during vulnerable refueling operations. The Asteroids therefore also lend themselves to hunting for both sides of the set. I hope you liked the video and leave me a like and a subscribe here. The new Asteroids already offer more game mechanics and possibilities, as we can hide here, and also exciting races already work very well. With the implementation of the first versions of the tank and repair system, we are in for some real heavyweights, as we are not just getting a small new game mechanic, but entire professions that will influence every other game mechanic. But what is your opinion on the repair and refueling? Are you looking forward to it? Do you already have specialized ship for it in the hangar? And which ship would you recommend here? And as always, the most important thing at the end, a big thank you to all Patreons, channel members and Twitch subscribers. Without you, this would not be possible and you are a real motivation. Thank you guys, you rock! And of course, there are some giveaways to win in April, to brand new Cyclone MT with lifetime insurance and many more items and Alpha UEC on YouTube, Twitch or in Discord. Just have a look. And if you are looking for gentlemen to travel in the verse with, check out our Royal Retirement Lounge. Helpful, friendly and no strings attached is our motto. And we are looking for an English community manager. I say goodbye until next time, and as always, see you in the verse.